So what is the safety trade, or basically what is an M and W pattern strategy? So this strategy is actually highly accurate, and all that you need is to follow the principles of trading that particular strategy. A lot of traders love to make it in trading, but they are not good at following instructions. I've come across a lot of traders who would ask, how do we find these patterns? These patterns are scarce. I need to trade a lot. Before we talk about anything else, I want to highlight that those patterns that are scarce are the ones that are meant to make you as a trader. So in this video, I'm going to teach you this particular trading strategy that is going to utilize M's and W's on the M15 time frame. All that you need are a few steps that you are going to apply for you to get an entry. Without further ado, let's jump right over the charts. All right, so basically, I'm going to use gold against USD for us to see, or for us to actually get the entries. The first thing that I'm going to highlight is you are going to require EMAs. EMAs are not there to predict the market, but to actually give us a direction or a sense of bias in the markets. So what EMAs are we going to use? The basic EMAs for this channel, which are the 50 in blue, the 200 in white, the 800 in dark blue. So a lot of videos that are on this channel uses these particular EMAs, and understanding how to use these EMAs will actually help you to get these setups or these patterns with ease. So in this particular case, you can see that there was a crossover. When there is a crossover, it's not just a crossover, and crossovers are not there to tell us to buy, but to inform us what is taking place. These EMAs, the one in white, which is the 200, is basically calculating its movement or its gradient from the past 200 days, and this one from the past 800 days. So whenever we see these two crossing, it's basically meaning that the large institutions are probably making decisions in terms of changing that particular direction. So there are two scenarios that you need to be looking for you to trade the M and W patterns with high accuracy. You need to at least see one, this 800-200 EMA crossover, or basically you need to see price bouncing on the 800 and then continuing with its prior trend. I'll actually start to give you examples of what I mean. So this is gold against USD. We can see there was this crossover that occurred at this particular point. After this crossover, we saw this is an impulse to the upside. After that, we can see that the market came back to the 200 EMA, touched twice. So what we are going to require is at least one touch, and we need to see the second leg around the region of the first leg. So this was actually the first touch of the 200, and if we protrude, we can see that the second touch was issued, but the second touch to the 200 EMA is not as necessary. What is necessary is basically to retrace in the region of the first leg like that, and then we can see that the market went to the upside. So this is an example whereby the 200 and 800 crossed over, and after that crossover we had these two touches, and then the market went to the upside. This type of 2MW pattern that results after 200-800 is actually one of the highest accurate setups. Then we have another example, but in this particular example there was no crossover of the 800 and 200. Market actually came on the M15 time frame and consolidated at the 800 EMA. This is the second scenario whereby we need to see the market to come to the 800 EMA, and after that we can see there was this crossover of 250 EMA. Then where did we get our first touch of the 200? We can see that the market gave the first touch here and came back to retest that same region, and then from there we started to go to the downside. Whenever they give the third touch, we actually say the M has been more further confirmed by the market makers. You shouldn't be afraid to take such M's and such Ws that have 3 legs. So basically that is what we will be looking for. Step 1, it's either scenario 1, it's either you see 200 800 EMA cross, or scenario 2, you see the market actually retesting or interacting with the 800 and then moving away from that particular 800 EMA. On that note, we've come to the end of our today's video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Join our free Telegram. I'll leave the link in the description box below.